but he tried to make me walk under him and stand on my shoulders. But that really don't work with me. So, and in his response, I knew what them two gentlemen thought was going to happen. They kind of exposed it in their response. Well, what? Everybody talk about you. We always make you the butt of joke. Well, bitch, you fucked up today. Or the other day. Yeah. You want to make me the butt of jokes. But it ain't about you two little jokers today. Because I'm just trying to figure out the narrative of why the media is trying to spin this. And then,
you know, chicks that my dude had known. I used to see this, always see this chick with my dude. So I bought, you know, I invited her to the party. So she was at the party and shit. She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my dudes. I'm asking them, did they mess with the chick, you know, after the fact, after she pressed charges? And they was like, no. But they was like, yo, she's bugging. I remember the night of, they was like, yo, she's in here bugging out. She's kicking over the TV and she's trying to set shit on fire. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I had left. So the next morning, I'm hearing she said she got raped. She got raped. So I go to the hood to ask what happened. They like, yeah, you know, my cousin who had got the scholarship, yeah, he's in jail now. What you mean he's in jail? He's in jail. They said he raped the girl. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I go down to the jailhouse, talk to the detective myself. No, ain't got no one for me. I just told the detective, like, hey, look, I take full responsibility for anything that ever happened.
Warrant for you? They got no warrant for you? What does that say right there? That is an arrest warrant, man. How many times have this dude been thrown under the bus for lying? Here's what Judge Joe Brown had to say about Charlamagne.
Some of these charlatans, and you don't like some of your colleagues that are going the unmanly way.
yeah,
Well,
go get into it. What you think about Charlamagne? What you think about him? Get into that. I know people waiting to hear Charlamagne and Stephen A. Smith.
Punk ass with a punk name.
What about Stephen A. Smith? You ever heard of him? Well, me and him got into.
He said a punk ass with a punk ass name. Now, who you're going to hear now, this is Jessica Reid speaking about some of the events that went on in the house that night.
Kitchen made a drink for me. I took the drink and I sat next to Malika and I was drinking my drink and she was just about done with hers. She just, out of the blue, started throwing up. And the funny thing about it was, after she was throwing up, he kept asking her or trying to give her more drinks. And she was like, you know, I can't drink anymore.
Can
we keep it real about this, about everything going on? Can we keep it real? Now let's hear from Jessica's mom, who had a lot to say. Shout out KWAME Brown.
Not ending doubt or dispute. So this is why the DNA did not prove his innocence. And I have the document right here. It's inconclusive. There was no analysis performed on any of the tests that were given. None of them.
Can you put that closer to the screen so people can see it a little better? Just kind of center it in the camera.
Sure. And if they want the document, they'll be able to get it. They can, I'll give the email before we leave, and they can request the documents. I'll be more than glad to send them.
Okay, I'll put that in the description box. Okay, you can go ahead and continue. Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, this is from the state of South Carolina, County of Berkeley, State of South Carolina versus Leonard L. McCalvey. And he was ordered to submit blood tests. This is the blood test. So it was very difficult for me to go over all this. I mean, it was very difficult for me to even go over the videos, the DJ academic videos and all that stuff.
And when she talks about the academic,
Chicks that my dude had known. I used to always see this chick with my dude. So I bought, I invited her to the party. See, she was at the party and shit. She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my.
The reason he was able to take a plea to the lesser crime, it had nothing to do with the DNA, because the DNA is inconclusive. There was no analysis performed. He did not take.
he did not.
The reason he was able to take a plea to the lesser crime, it had nothing to do with the DNA, because the DNA is inconclusive. There was no analysis performed. He did not take the higher charge, couldn't be given the higher charge because the victim.
They couldn't give him the higher charge because
That
the
pain
victim
and
wouldn't
suffering,
testify.
which I knew she would if she had gone on that stand. Cross-examine jurors or whatever. And I didn't want that for her. So I made the decision not to let her testify at that time. And
I'm sure that kind of haunted her, especially now, making a decision to not let her testify.
right now. So this is not over. This is far from being over. Another thing he said was he didn't get a warrant. There was no warrant. There was a warrant for his arrest. Anybody who wants these papers, feel free to, and I'll give you the email at the end of I'll tell you how he sleep at night. I don't know. How he is able to go on YouTube videos, podcasts, The Breakfast Club, writing a book, or anything. How can he sleep at night talking about giving my daughter Spanish fly, drugging and raping, talking about it as if it's some joke?
To me, it just seems like he's so protected. He finds power in talking about it. A lot of people that are sick like that, they find power, in dominating a person over and over and over again. And so,
Yeah.
he, like you said, he talked about it on air. So
Yes, he did.
he's a pretty protected guy. So I just had to interject that. So I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess, the powers that be are protecting him, but I'm not bothered by that, because I believe in a higher power. So I really don't care. And that's why I'm here. I don't care what he possesses.
Is the powers that be, is that iHeartRadio? Is iHeartRadio protecting this scumbag Charlamane the God? I mean, we heard what Judge Joe Brown said. I mean, he has no problem talking about any of this.
And, you know, chicks that my dude had known. I used to see this, always see this chick with my dude. So I bought, you know, I invited her to the party. See, she was at the party and shit. She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my dudes.
Not ending doubt or dispute. So this is why the DNA did not prove his innocence.
Who are your dudes, Charlamagne?
The God's version of the events that took place, and this took place on the night of June the 8th of 2001. As I say this out loud, reconciling your brain, is this the same information you got from the video that we just watched? Charlamane the God said that he threw a party and he bought alcohol at this party. He said that the person who said that she was sexually assaulted, he didn't know her, and that one of his dudes knew her, and he saw her and he asked her to come to the party. So right there, he's saying that he asked her to come to that party. What you guys don't know from the video is that this was a 15-year-old girl. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in that video, Charlamagne, you know what? I'm going to wait and go in order. Let me make sure, is there anything else before I even state the revelation of a first lie he already told? He said that he knew a girl from his dude, and he invited her to come to a party. He said that she was smoking and she was drinking, and he said that she went away with some guys or whatever. But he left the party. He said he came back, he heard that she was screaming, she was yelling, and she was hollering and everything. And then the next day he heard that she said that she was sexually assaulted. He said that he asked some people, did they know of what happened, or did anyone do anything to the girl? So he's alleging that he never had intercourse with her. He's also alleging that no one did. He said that when he asked some guys, they told him that his cousin did it. So he decided to go to the police station to take blame, even though people all said that nothing happened. So he just went on his own to take blame. That's what he wants to get you to see in your mind, that he's a great guy. He's going to voluntarily go down to the police department. Only the paperwork says something different. The police report said that she filed the police report early the morning of June 9th, 2001. This is the morning after the alleged assault that happened at a party late night. Actually, you're going to hear in this story that the assault happened all night, leading until the morning. But before we get to that, here is the first concrete lie that Charlamane the God said in that video. Charlamane the God said that he told the police he's responsible because he bought the alcohol, and the police said to him, how could you buy alcohol? You're only 20 years old. This happened June 8th of 2001. On June the 8th of 2001, I was 21 years old. Charlamagne is 2 years older than me. Charlamagne was born June the 29th. This means that Charlamane the God was 22 years old, and in just 21 short days, he would have been 23 years.
23 years old in just a few short days. So this creep was plenty old enough. He was definitely old enough.
And stand every time you get to try to normalize. You try to normalize it every chance that you get, that it's okay to put pills in a woman's drink. You talk about it all the time, that it's okay, or it happens, or because you're young, to put drugs in a woman's drink and have sex with her while she's incoherent. You talk about it all the time. That's what makes you a nasty creep.
And he's not even kidding. He's definitely not even kidding. I mean, that's definitely what makes this guy a nasty creep. Charlamagne, man, you are definitely lower than low. Lower than low. Definitely lower.
But he tried to make me walk under him and stand on my shoulders, but that really don't work with me. So, and in his response, I knew what them two gentlemen thought was going to happen. They kind of exposed it in their response. Well, what? Everybody talk about you. We always make you the butt of joke. Well, bitch, you fucked up today. Or the other day. Yeah. You want to make me the butt?
At that time, I was hysterical myself and being a victim myself of abuse. I know the pain. So yes, that was the decision I made then. I made that decision. You know, I was thinking about her well-being and her state of mind, and I wanted her safe.
I mean, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Definitely, you like to make a donation. Can we keep it real? I mean, what this dude does, and shout out to KWAME Brown, Mama's Cooking, for exposing this piece of crap, man. But I mean, he definitely is a scumbag, man. He definitely a scumbag, man. Shout out to the YouTube community for rocking with it. We'll definitely have more on this, man. Follow me. Can we keep it real? Check out nakedsports.com tomorrow on YouTube. nakedsports.com at 11 o'clock. We're going to have Coach Dunbar, Stanley Dunbar, former Coventry High School head coach, Westerly Bulldog football head coach right now, and the founder, owner, Breakthrough Football Academy, man. Thank you. It's time that we get rid of this dude,
Fucking with minors.
Charlamane.
That's supposed to be better. What was it again? Let's get the real legal term. We got to make sure we say it right. Because we don't want to misrepresent this evil bitch. Let's say this evil bitch real title. What is this bitch ass nigga title? This bitch ass nigga got a lesser charge of delinquency to a minor. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? Bitch ass nigga. Not gonna get up off you, motherfucker. You still gonna get fired.
At that time, I was hysterical myself and being a victim myself of abuse. I know the pain. So yes, that was the decision I made then. I made that decision. You know, I was thinking about her well-being and her state of mind, and I wanted her safe.